Hello, everybody. Some old guy with MS here once again. I hope you're all doing terrific. Um, I'm actually doing pretty good. Um, yeah. So this week, I don't want to do a movie. I want to talk about investing because we're pretty close to the end of the year. So investing it is. Um, this year is not going to turn out very good for me because I think, anyway, I've invested in a lot of stock that has not hit its potential yet. But aside from that, there's a lot of not good things happening in the investment world. Let's see. First and foremost, China's Evergrande actually did default. It's a real default. But the company is still going. Evergrande, in case you don't know, is one of the largest real estate companies in China, builds and sells apartments, and they basically gone bankrupt. Now, 2 or 3 weeks ago, they did miss a payment, but it wasn't actually marked as a default for a month. They were given a month leeway. And they did make the payment. This time, however, last week or maybe the week before, they missed a payment, and it actually was considered a default. Now, it is a Chinese company under the CCP, so obviously, they do things a little different in China. In the West, if a company defaulted or missed a payment, there would be a meeting to determine how they could make the payments, or they would be forced into bankruptcy. I don't think either have happened with Evergrande. It just missed the payment, and it seems to be floundering on. What I mean by that is it's going to miss more and more payments, and it probably will not be forced into bankruptcy, because I think, now I may be wrong on this, but I think the payment it missed was to Western companies. So, again, in the West, there's levels of security in payments. Like if you have a mortgage, it's most secured. If you have written up contracts but not registered, well, they're probably pretty close to the end of who gets paid. In the West, employees get paid, and if you have like a verbal agreement, you might as well forget about it. So there are different groups that get paid first. In China, with Evergrande, it appears Chinese banks probably get paid first. People that bought something probably don't get paid at all. And employees, I think it's hit and miss because they get paid. And of course, Western investors, it appears they get paid last. And, I don't know if they had mortgages on any of the properties or not, but I cannot see a Western bank doing something, lending money without a pretty good security behind it, or at least what they thought was pretty good security. So anyway, long and short of it is, Evergrande's missed a payment. There will be more to come. It is definitely going to go bankrupt or be broken up and, essentially go bankrupt. And it will have impact on BlackRock and HSBC and possibly other Western institutions. And it's going to have a big, big impact on the Chinese economy. But it's like a huge building collapsing. It's doing it slowly. So I think I just guess Evergrande will actually be completely bankrupt and gone by, say, mid of next year. But there will be impacts and ripples throughout that whole time. Now, that's not China's only problem. There are other land developers that are in the same situation. They're going bankrupt slowly. The Chinese high-speed rail is probably um, near bankruptcy, but that was sort of like an investment jewel for the CCP. So the government won't let that go bankrupt, but it's really going to hurt the economy. Now, what's all this have to do with investing? Well, China is like the second or the first largest economy in the world. If it has two major bankruptcies, like Evergrande is huge. If they go bankrupt, other land developers go bankrupt, it's going to have devastating ripples in the Chinese stock market, the Chinese economy, and that is going to have ripples in the Western economy. So I'm not blaming Evergrande or the Chinese economy for our problems, but it does ripple everywhere. So there's that. I also heard, actually, this is really weird. I heard on a YouTube investment channel that South Africa is going to start toying with universal basic income. Now, is that good or bad? I really don't know. Those that are really poor and living hand to mouth, it's probably fantastic. But will it be good for the South African economy? I don't know. And that's really, the concern. Not that South Africa's economy is huge, but if there are problems in other economies, as well as China's, it will have an impact on us. Anyway, that's just something to think about, and I guess watch, because it is quite possible that a universal basic income, UBI, actually ends up really helping the economy. I mean, who knows? The main, the reason I mention it, and the reason why an investor should watch or be concerned is because investors don't like change. Good or bad, that's just the way it is. But anyway, just keep that in mind. Now, at home here, Bitcoin goes down to 61,000 Canadian. All the related Bitcoin companies, like, for instance, the miners, so on and so forth, they're all down. I'm not saying this is related, but all the electric vehicle companies are down. Tesla is, I think, at 930 or something like that. Tesla's down. Lucid's down. Ribbon's down. Canoe is down. And the Chinese one, NIO, that's also down. So I own all of them except Ribbon, which I was gonna buy. Maybe this will give me a good opportunity to buy it. I don't know. But all the EVs are down. And QuantumScape, the solid state battery maker, gets way down. I think it's like, I'm just guessing. I think it's $23 a share, 23 US. So like, it's kind of like I said, my portfolio is getting hammered this year because the solid state battery that QuantumScape is making is not quite in production yet. The EV cars, they are in production. I think, I know Tesla is definitely in production. But I'm not really sure about Canoe, Lucid, and Ribbon. Next year, definitely they'll all be in production if they're not. And we'll really see, I think, some results. But like I say, right now, today, everything I've invested in is not quite there yet. So, yeah, this year is not going to be very spectacular for me. But hopefully next year will be. Let's see. Evergrande, Bitcoin, EVs. Oh yeah, just one really odd thing I noticed today. CP, Canadian Pacific, gets up like 3% today. Can the sea of red? It's green. Now, why it would be up, I just don't know. And see what else. Oh yeah, U.S. Economic data is not good. There's lots of unemployment, I mean. I think the stimulus checks are gonna, because they haven't stopped already, they're gonna stop very soon. So what's gonna happen? Because the U.S. economy gonna bounce back? I don't know. I really don't know. And with this Omicron variant, and ongoing virus thing, it's supposed to be extremely transmissible. Not quite as bad as the first part of the virus, but very, very transmissible. Easy to catch. How's that going to affect the economy? I mean, we just don't know. It appears that lots of places, at least lots of places in Canada, are requiring a proof of vaccination or something like that before you can go just about anywhere, especially if you're going to go traveling or fly anywhere. So all of that cannot help but impact the economy. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm holding fast. I'm not selling anything. I may buy some ribbon, but I kind of doubt it. I think I'm pretty much out of money. So there you go. We have to wait and see what next year will bring. Anyway, I think that is just about it. Oh, yes, of course. I am not a financial advisor. This is just my take on the economy, stock market, and what I'm doing or not doing. Whatever you do is on you. Good luck, but it's your choice what you do. And let's see what else. Oh, yes. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment on this video. Comment. I like comments. And tell me what you're doing for investing. Anyway, I think that's it. So, end communication. Okay, this is not for you. Start listening. Musgrid 881. Click. Musgrid 8339. Click. End transmission.